Hey guys, so in today's video I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I think if you are a person who is considering having weight loss surgery or is about to go through weight loss surgery, this is something that I feel like everybody who is going through this process, thinking about going through this process, or about to go through this process, I feel like you should be aware of this. So what I want to talk about is how emotional it is following this surgery. So I want to preface this by saying that everybody's experience with weight loss surgery or any type of medical procedure or journey is different. And so I am speaking from my own personal experience, but I have also heard people who have gone through this surgery, other people other than me obviously, say the same thing or something very, very similar. So I just want to share it so that, like I said, if you are considering this, that you are aware of it. So it is a very emotional process, and I just want to let you know that this surgery does something physical, but there is still so much that you have to work through mentally, psychologically. There is a lot of feelings that come along with this surgery, and I feel like you need to be aware of the fact that even though it is a little bit more difficult physically for you to overeat, at least at the beginning, mentally it is going to be a road, a challenge, a journey. My emotions have been all over the place. I am 3 months post-op as of yesterday, and so like I said, my emotions have been all over the place. There have been weeks where I have not really lost much weight at all or have not lost any weight at all. There have been times when I go to weigh myself and I'm actually like up 2 pounds from the last time that I weighed myself. And so then I'm sitting there like questioning, did I do something wrong? How can I fix this? Am I going to screw everything up? Like there's a lot of anxiety, depression, happiness, frustration. There are so many emotions that I have found myself dealing with, like I said, just since going through this surgery. For those of you who are unaware, I had the gastric sleeve surgery in June of 2024. As of the day that I am filming this, it is the middle of September 2024. So I don't really know why I told you that, but I am 3 months post-op as of yesterday. And like, I feel like if you're someone who has like a sort of binge eating disorder or you use food as a comfort, you have to figure out different ways to deal with your emotions. You have to figure out healthy ways to deal with your emotions, I should say. A lot of people end up doing a sort of transfer addiction or addiction transfer, however you want to say that, where if you have like a food addiction and that's what's comforting you and you've been relying on food to help you deal with your emotions, help you get through stressful situations, things like that, you can no longer do that if you want to have the results that you're hoping to have with a weight loss surgery. And that is true of any weight loss surgery, whether it's gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, SADI, the duodenal switch, anything like that. You have to realize that you are going to have to put in a lot of work with this as well. And a lot of that work is going to be mental. I will tell you on a daily basis, I struggle so hard with not giving in to food cravings, especially if I'm not hungry. Like there have been times where I have literally had to say to myself, you are not hungry, stop it. Like I will say that out loud, especially when I was newly post-op, like before I had even gone back to work. There were times where like I found myself sitting at home and I was bored. And so like that used to be one of my biggest problems, was when I was bored, I would grab something to eat without even realizing it. Obviously I can't do that now because it would end up hurting my stomach. I would end up gaining weight. I would get even more frustrated. And I have found myself doing that a couple of different times. And that is the time where I have to I have been with my hand on the handle of the refrigerator door and had to stop and be like, what are you doing? Like, you have to figure out a healthy way to deal with those food cravings, to deal with those thoughts. Like I will tell you, like I said, I struggle with this on a daily basis. I have a constant internal dialogue with myself where I am, trying to talk myself down off the ledge of like grabbing something that I know I'm not supposed to be eating, or not eating too much for any of the meals. Like, it is a constant struggle, especially where I work. For those of you who don't know, I currently work as an urgent care medical assistant. And so in the clinic, we have drug reps that stop by. Sometimes we have multiple drug reps in the same week. And on those days, it is very difficult for me to be at work, especially when they bring in Chinese food, because I absolutely love Chinese food. Chinese food is not something that I'm allowed to have for many reasons. I cannot have pasta, rice, or bread at this point, and it is a very, very big struggle for me. I will say that smelling that all afternoon after the drug reps have left, because they bring us lunch, is very difficult for me. And sometimes I just have to sit at my desk and stare at the computer screen, or walk around the hospital to try to get away from the smell, because it's just that difficult for me, depending on the day. Some days I have absolutely no problem. Like I said, it just kind of depends on the day. But I think what people need to know is that this is a very mental struggle, and you have to be stronger than those cravings. You have to be stronger than those urges, and you cannot give in to them. So anyways, hopefully this was helpful. If you guys want any more tips or tricks, let me know. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video.